We're back live in studio here, 101.3 FM. It is your Amherst Island Radio. What a beautiful day it is outside, eh? Loyalist Township, Napanee, Kingston. You are enjoying a beautiful Saturday. It was a bit, cool to start off the day, but the sun is out now and it's starting to heat up for sure. Just like it's heating up right now in the studio. We're having a lot of fun for sure. And we've got a great band, Saturday afternoons, we have a lot of live music, and today is no different. We're going to have fun with the retirement plan. Steve Giberson and all his buddies are here to entertain. And, they're going to play probably 10 songs today. So it is a special treat for sure. So we're just going to hand it over to them right now, and we're going to enjoy the ride. This is Retirement Plan on 101.3 FM. Take it away, boys.
I remember when we met, your eyes were dark and cold, seeking shelter from the rain. I had a place to go. You melted deep into my arms, we let the whole world go. When our passions met the storm, we let that thunder roll. Yeah, the thunder rolled across the night like an angry tidal wave. We stood right there in its path while it blew our fears away. Oh, we took shelter in each other, watching the angry sky unfold. As the storm settled in our hearts, we let that thunder roll. We were driving through a cold gray night on a slippery summer road. Oh, we ran out of blacktop before the car ran out of gold. Fire met the rain, it blew us two unbridled souls. We laid right down there in that field and let that thunder roll. Yeah, the thunder rolled across the night like an angry tidal wave. We stood right there in its path while it blew our fears away. Oh, we took shelter in each other, watching the angry sky unfold. As the storm settled in our hearts, we let that thunder roll. Yeah, the storm settled in our hearts, we let that thunder roll. Yeah. Thank you very much, Amherst Island Radio, and thanks for having us. My name's Steve G, and the boys in the band put together called Retirement Plan because the majority of us are ex-military, and so we wandered off the wayward path into music, and we've got a very own local firefighter hero on the drums. So Ryan S. banging out the beats on the drums. And helping me, my good buddy in music, Brian M. Is helping us out, doing some lead and some harmonies. I got Brandon K. Kicking out some bass grooves, and finally Rick O. on electric guitar. So I hope you enjoy what we're doing here today. We're going to do 9 more original songs. We just kicked off with a song called Let That Thunder Roll, and all these songs are written by me. And so the next one we're going to do is called Never Needed One, and so you'll find a lot of my catalog has something to do with a military theme on it, sort of going back to my roots. And this one talks about people who've never needed a soldier and the thoughts that maybe come across their minds should they come ever need one. And Rick's going to kick us off. just the other day, at a local coffee shop, I was in line behind a soldier, making a morning stop. All my train of thought was broken when I heard a voice say, Lord, it must be nice to be on break while the taxes make their pay. Now the scattered snickers from all those strangers almost made me come undone. These folks have been so blessed, they never needed one. Oh, they never needed one. Never needed someone who could stand there through a dark night till the day would come. It's so easy to dismiss those who carry a gun and look down upon a soldier when you never needed one. Well, we all got our orders, and the crowd went on its way. Well, I sipped my coffee as my mind ran back to a fear-filled day. In a place far from home, I was surrounded by chaos. Ah, but peace came marching down the street just before all hope was lost. So you can sit in comfort when you see a soldier, maybe poke a little fun. But I guess you have a different point of view if you've never needed one. Oh, if you've never needed one. Never needed someone who could stand there through a dark night until the day would come. It's so easy to dismiss those who carry a gun and look down upon a soldier when you never needed one. Just remember the next time that you see a uniform, oh, they're the ones who stand strong when the wolves are at your door. But if you've never needed one, never needed someone who could stand there through a dark night until the day would come. It's so easy to dismiss those who carry a gun and look down upon a soldier when you never needed one. Thanks very much. So that one I actually wrote kind of as a project. I was working, on a base, and someone had come to me, and they had started working for the military as a civilian, and they told me a story about a time when they were in Haiti, and when they found out I was writing songs, they asked if I could write a song kind of about them. So that one's based from that, but I do note that certainly can be applicable to our entire first responder community. So law enforcement, all the rest, it's something can be applicable, and sometimes our lives can get in a situation where we need someone that we don't maybe give a lot of thought to from time to time. So that was Never Needed One. The next one we're going to do is called Make Believe. A little bit of a pun. I was thinking about, sort of all various, country love songs talking about, love and making love and all the rest of it. But I thought this one would be a little twist on it. If you're in such a situation, maybe you were just kind of going through the motions, and instead of love, you were just making believe. So that's what this one's all about. I drive home past the houses, stacked row on row. Seems we're living in a culture pushing life as fast as it will go. We were chasing down the dream, but we lost touch with reality. When the dollar bought our love, we could only make believe. Oh, we still said I love you when we walked out the door, but we never held each other tight, not the way we had before. In the silence of our bedroom, it wasn't love we'd made, just something that we'd need. So we turned out the light, drew the curtains, made believe. Mama's farm on a bright September day. As we walked around that old barn, talked out some things we had to say. Oh, we found the gift of love was the greatest to receive. It was a light in your eyes that day, all that made me believe. Now we still say I love you when we walk out the door, but we take the time to look into each other's eyes. Don't hurry anymore. There's no silence in our bedroom. Love we make's exactly what we need. Now we turn out the lights, draw the curtains, we lay down, make the love that we believe. And that's it, make believe. Sometimes when you maybe the new expression today is fake it till you make it, but if you're caught in a situation, sometimes you just gotta make some believe. All right, next one we're gonna do is called The Long Way Home. And portion of this song is inspired by something my grandma told me when I was running away from the small town woods in New Brunswick. Shout out to Plaster Rock if anybody on the internet is listening to us. But Plaster Rock, New Brunswick, when I was running away to the Army, my grandmother said, you're young and you think you need to roam, but don't lose your home. And don't lose your home stuck with me, and I can't think of probably a more Canadian, or not only Canadian, but country sentiment than, when you're out there wandering the world, don't lose your home. So this one's Long Way Home. It's 2 a.m. Dad was waiting in the drive. Mama, she been praying, thanking God I was alive. Well, I drive those winding roads back then, chasing love and the wind. When I needed to clear my mind, I'd take the long way home again. Dad said the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, but the way you're living, son, all your path is hard to find. You wander in this world just looking for its ends, but you come to find each step you take is on the long way home again. Well, in her last days, my grandma said, boy, don't lose your home. I know you're young today, and you think you need to roll, but all you'll find out there, son, is a howling of the wind. So I pray each step you take is on the long way home again. And I've learned the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, but the way I live my life, all the patterns hard to find. Yeah, I've wandered in this great big world just looking for its ends, and I found those city lights just marked the long way home again. Well, I stood outside those pearly gates, hoping they'd call my name. All the life I'd seen and done, I wasn't sure they'd feel the same. St. Peter said, we've been looking for you now, boy, where you been? I said I needed to cleanse my soul, I took the long way home again. Yeah, I've known the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, but the way I live my life, all the path is hard to find. Now I've wandered in this great big world just looking for its ends. Now I've come to peace with my regrets on the long way home again. Yes, I'm at peace with my regrets, I'm on the long way home again. Seems like a long path since leaving that little mill town in the woods in New Brunswick, and here we are now. And it's brought me kind of full circle to a beautiful little town here in southern Ontario, the village of Bath, where community and small town sense is here, and nothing, sort of exemplifies that any more than Amherst Island Radio, 101.3. And we're so happy that Eric and the boys in the studio could take the time today. I can't believe that I'm, sitting in a studio and with some of my best friends, jamming out music and forcing you all to listen to it. So, like I said in my post, hopefully, if you're tuned in just to see if we'll keep it together, it could crash at any moment. So, if you're a race fan, then you know what we're talking about. Hang on, just because we're 30 laps into this thing doesn't mean it's going to all crash out at the end. But we're going to try to be entertaining no matter what. So grateful for everything that goes on. There's not enough that can be said about Amherst Island Radio, so everybody listening to this knows what I'm talking about. So grateful that we had the chance to do this, and really, there's just no experience like it around here. All right, we're going to get set up to do a break here in a little bit, but we're going to do one more for you. And coincidentally, this song is called "You Might Break." And it's just really about, the idea that, someone might be a little fragile and you might not want to you might not. You want to take care around them. So there's plenty of country songs kind of with that theme, but this one's mine. It's called "You Might Break." 1, 2, 3, 4. Tonight I see you're on the town, bound and determined, shoot a memory down. You're on the dance floor like you don't give a damn. I felt the truth when I took your trembling hand. In your eyes I see the fire of the love you long to make. I'd love to pick you up, girl. I'm afraid you might break. Now I recognize that fragile shell. Your pain consumes you, girl, and it feels like hell. I don't want to be your next mistake. I'd love to pull you close now. I'm afraid you might break. Telling me that I should be walking. Now then you asked if I'd like to see a sunrise on the lake. I said I'd love to take you home, but I'm afraid you might break. Now I recognize that fragile shell. Your pain consumes you, girl, and it feels like hell. I don't want to be your next mistake. I'd love to pull you close now, but I'm afraid you might break. Are you telling me tonight that love, it just don't matter? For a boy like me, I can't afford to have you shattered. And that is it. You might break. And for those listening, just in case, I know some folks do across the pond. So Brian here, he is from the UK. So if there's anyone listening across the pond, you got a local right here helping us out on harmonies and doing some great picking.
My sister in Scotland is trying to get through.
Hopefully she did. That'd be awesome.
And we're going to send it back to Eric right here in Studio 1. Wow, there you go. Retirement Plan live in studio. So fun, sounded so good here on your very warm Saturday afternoon. And, you know, we're just rocking out in the studio. Retirement Plan is here, and we're going to turn it back over to them for a second set here. So take it away, boys.
If you're sitting in a bar, I'd lay down the last dollar that I had. I'd tell the bartender, pour you a drink, have him put it on my tab. I'd take you by the hand, lead you on the floor. As the slow carol song played, I'd dance you to a place you hadn't been before. Or you'd whisper longing to me, and I'd walk into my car. Our hearts would race and set the night on fire if you were sitting there in a bar. Stuck here at this job outside the social norm, and I don't know how to tell you I can keep you safe from the storm. So I wrestle with the notion of how to draw you from afar. So much easier, girl, if you were sitting there in a bar. Yeah, this would be so much easier, girl, if you were sitting there in a bar. Maybe something like the Pizza Pie right here in Bath, folks, sitting at a bar. All right, that one, the background of that one, I actually wrote that during the pandemic, and so I thought that was my pandemic song, and I was really just sitting about thinking around, hey, like how do people meet anybody if you can't go out and see them? But of course, I couldn't twist the words around and work pandemic and stuff in it, so I just made it that they're at work, and Buddy was just wishing that they're at a bar, and maybe he'd have more mojo. If he could get a brooch. So sit in a bar, that's what it ended up being. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you even are mildly amused at anything we're doing, you can find everything that I do at www.mapleleaflyrics.com. Website there with sort of everything that I've done professionally on it. You can also find a YouTube channel, Maple Leaf Lyrics, where there's everything from something I've done on a phone to professional stuff, and away we go. So you can find me pretty much on all the socials on Maple Leaf Lyrics. That's a tribute to I really believe in Canadian music. I think we've got something here, and especially if you live in this area and you are endowed or sort of surrounded by all of the vibes from the hip and everything that goes on, you have to respect what Canada means and what Canadian music can mean to Canadians. So I'm hoping to maybe bring that with a little touch of country. So bring it the same way. The next song we're going to go through is called "One Night Stand." It's really just wrote it as a tongue-in-cheek about all of the. We all understand kind of all the detractions that a one-night stand comes with, but I thought, what about just making that a little twist the other way? What if a one-night stand ended up being all right? Anyway, this is what came of it. So it's called "One Night Stand." All the sun's coming up, morning after the night before. Tired embers of our passion lie scattered like our clothes across the floor. All the So how long, when time runs out, can one night stand? Lord, it seems like a month since we kissed goodbye just yesterday. And I know that it sounds crazy, girl, I wish you could stay. I know forever is too long, there won't be no golden band. But how long, when time runs out, can one night stay? When you're seeking shelter from the cold, any fire's a welcome call. But sometimes you find the one burns hotter than them all. Miles of time and life come between us since that night, and I guess I can't complain, Lord, and I'm doing alright. Still hear your sweet sighs, feel the soft brush of your hand. How long, when time runs out, can one night stay? How long, when time runs out, can one night stay? How long, when time runs out, can one night stay? One night stand. Again, thanks everybody out there for tuning in to Amherst Island Radio. Thanks, Amherst Island. If you're just tuning in, my name's Steve G, and I've kind of reverse engineered this whole process. So I started out trying to write songs, and then somewhere along the line it occurred to me that, or it was kind of maybe hit me like a brick wall, is that no one else is going to sing the songs, or no one's going to hear them if I don't sing them first. So I started begrudgingly kind of singing and going, and so post-pandemic I kind of jumped in full force and just went straight to doing a studio album. So I went out to Calgary and I recorded my first studio album called Bar and a Half, and we can talk about that as a title too, because my good friend Brandon was suggested that one. My studio album, Bar and a Half, can be found kind of on all streaming services, so you can do Steve G, Bar and a Half. And but then I got back to Ontario, and it was like, hey, it'd be nice once in a while if I could maybe play my music live. So rather than just me and doing it kind of songwriter style. So little by little, I conned some military buddies and some first responder buddies, and I'm not sure how Brian gets soaked in. I think he just needed to get integrated into to Canada. So he's like, I'll plug a guitar in and try and hold up this lot, because I tell you, the first time he probably saw or heard me play, it was kind of like, oh man, I can't hang out with this guy. But moving on, the next song we're going to do, I've entitled it To Arms My Son. My first title for this one used to be Brothers in Arms, but there's quite a few songs out there with the title Brothers in Arms. I didn't want to kind of I wanted to try to differentiate it a little more, and so I renamed it To Arms My Son. And this one was inspired by a good friend of mine who lost a son of theirs. How life goes. There's lots of people, I'm sure, listen to this broadcast today that understands that life doesn't always go the way we want it, and we wish that things could go another way. But To Arms My Son. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the day you were born, it proved God had pity for fools. Despite all my hair raising, He blessed this world with you. Lord, it pained me to see the demons in me found their way to your life. Alone, no one can stare down all of those horns. And that's what made us all brothers in arms. 2 arms, my son. Always squared off against the demons, together as one. Well, the war had raged on by night and by day, side by side, we never left the fray. Oh, there would be times life would lose all its charms. Oh, but we stood together, took on all comers. We were brothers in arms. I knew you were going through hell, tore me apart, I couldn't save you. Yeah, the demons won the day, now you're laid to rest on the farm. Oh, I still fight on, but God damn it, I miss my brother in arms. 2 arms, my son. We stood at the gates of hell, together as one. All the war it raged on, by night and by day. Back to back, we never left the fray. Now today with you gone, life seems to lose all its charms. Oh, but I'll fight on for you, rest in peace, my brother in arms. Yeah, today with you gone, now life seems to lose all its charms. Oh, but I'll fight on for you, rest in peace, my brother in arms. Thanks very much. That one's To Arms, My Son. And I'm sure that there's, for anyone out there who can relate to that personally, I mean, it certainly comes from a military background, so to speak. We a lot of imagery in that song from that perspective, but certainly first responder community and everyone has lost someone at this stage, probably of their life, or know someone who has, can identify with that. And our hearts go out to anyone who that impacts, and hopefully there's something in that says we they'll always be remembered, and we'll keep fighting for them and what it was all about. Well, in holding up traditions, sort of the next song is something I think that's very very apt that we're here in the Amherst Island Studios doing this song because I know in this community-minded setting that there is a strong relationship between the Royal Canadian Legion and Amherst Island Radio. I know my first experience in coming to Amherst Island Radio was through the program Music Healing Veterans. And so I've been in the studio a few times with those folks. So shout out to my Music Healing Veterans, compadres in Kingston and Ottawa and Petawawa, Pembroke. And but certainly when we think about the Legion today and the struggles that goes on, we and we look at the world today in an ever sort of more increasing, more dangerous world, that it's very possible that youths will find themselves, in a place where, it's not as safe as if they'd stayed home. And both my band members, mates, both Brandon and Rick, have young people in the military, and my daughter's in the military as well. So it is certainly something that touches home, but we need somehow for that when that next generation of veterans does their duty, that they're not forgotten either. So this one's a little nod to the Legion, all the support that they do. Hopefully we'll have this kind of really nice and mastered for this fall when Remembrance Day comes around. But the song is called Lest We Forget, and it talks about the history of the Legion. They say the Legion's dead, that it somehow lost its place. Today the veteran has, a very different face. But we've learned what it costs to pave a hero's highway. More than 150 flags flown home from the Banjway. Looks like history's bound to repeat itself. Now we ain't learned nothing yet. Tomorrow's vets, they'll be your kids. Oh, lest we forget. day they slugged up the ridge at Vimy. Those lost souls who stormed the beach at Normandy. Yeah, they sacrificed at Cap Young, but we didn't call it war. Repeated those same lies in my deck in 1994. Oh, they said they trade guns for plows, but peace lost the bet. We need the door stay open, oh, lest we forget. Looks like history is bound to repeat itself. Now we ain't learned a damn thing yet. Tomorrow's vets, they'll be your kids, lest we forget. Thank you. So, yes, in an ever increasingly dangerous world, and that's the place we find ourselves in today. And to legions out there all over the country, you know, there's certainly legions in small towns and areas that are struggling. We feel your struggle, and I would call out to any veterans. I know there's tons of veterans here in Loyalist Township. If you haven't taken out the time to, check out the Legion, support it, then maybe we can sort of get back to where this used to be. I know there's tons of different organizations now springing up that are support to veterans, and I mean certainly I'm involved in half a dozen of them. And when it comes to music healing veterans is certainly something that is high on my radar. But just in general community service, it's hard to beat what the Legion does, and certainly the local Legion here in Bath is something that could use your support. So I want to give a shout out to them for everything they do, and certainly there's been a great connection between Amherst Island Radio and the local Legion, and we want to recognize that and shout it out. And the last, the 10th song we are going to do today, this one is another bit of a tongue-in-cheek, and come to me, everybody's, in fact, pretty much everyone in my band did not like country music until they started hanging out with me. And I'm not saying that they like it now, but they keep playing it. So they would, kind of talk to me, what about country music? And, what happens if you play a country record backward? You get all your stuff back, get your dog back, get your wife back, you get everything back that left you. But in this day and age, here we are in the age of all this, great technology, and everything is AI and self-driven and all the rest of it. Then it's really only a matter of time before a cowboy's truck drives away from them. So I figured someone's going to write this song, and it might as well be me first. So I'm trying to be the first out of the gate about a cowboy's truck that drives away from them. So that's what this song is called. Drove itself away. Me and my brother Brian are going to just do this kind of acoustically, and we'll see how this all turns out. Well, it seems to me a man counts on about 3 things to get him through bad luck. See, one's an understanding woman, maybe a good dog, a rough old truck. Well, these days, it's even tougher for a good old boy to get it through. You see, all 3 of his supports now, they got their own minds and just what they should do. Oh, I remember fondly the day I drove it home. Old Red sat proudly in the backseat, he's just chewing on a bone. When she first saw it, my wife seemed so impressed with all the planet-saving tech. When I installed my old gun rack, she just groaned, said, man, you're so redneck. Well, my woman walked out last year. She'd been unhappy for some time. And Red, well, he passed on last week. And if dog's a man's best friend, old Red, he sure was mine. But the final straw that broke me, Lord, it happened just today. When my self-driving truck drove itself away. Now all of them are gone. I'm left on my own. No one or nothing to love, play with, or even drive me home. Well, I thought how much I miss old Red as this heartache becomes official. Because you see, with them other two, intelligence wasn't all that was artificial. Yeah, my woman walked out last year. She'd been unhappy for some time. Red, well, he passed on last week. And if dog's a man's best friend, old Red sure was mine. But the final straw that broke me, Lord, it happened just today. When my self-driving truck drove itself away. Yeah, the final straw that broke me, Lord, it happened just today. When my self-driving truck drove itself away. Come back, Chevy. To again say thanks to everybody for doing this. Again, support local, support the Legion, and we'll probably have some tunes out for you for Remembrance Day, and hopefully probably the next time that I'll be back is playing back in studio will probably be with Music Healing Vets. I imagine we'll be back in around the November time frame. So
very good. Thank you, Steve, and the amazing folks right there at Retirement Plan. They just did a great set. Oh, yeah, we're live in studio here, 101.3 FM. We're always having fun over here. There, we just had the, a little bit of, Motley Crue, Kickstart Your Heart intro just kicked on the air randomly. That's how I feel. We're having a great time here at Island Radio. Right now, I got Ryan and Steve from the band who, looking like there's a lot of smiles going on over there, boys.
Oh, man, this is, again... a dream come true is whatever, you talk about this stuff. But I mean, the fact that we have this facility and the people here that are willing to come in and do it,
Seriously.
Eric, I can't say thanks enough for everything. I mean, it's not just one person. I know everybody in this radio station, they're all cut from the same cloth. They're all local. They all believe in what's going on here and all believe in community. And we're just so grateful to have this chance. And it was just such a blast. And that's why, Ryan's my drummer, and he's a local hero from the Bass Station Fire Department. So we really, the band really has a root in service from both military and first responder. And I was with the Bass Station for 15 years here as well.
15, wow.
So I've lived in the village since 2000. I keep saying I lived in the village. I've owned a house in the village since 2007, but I've wandered around. So I worked in Trenton for almost 7 years, and I commuted back and forth. And then I spent a year in the Middle East with the Army, and I spent a year in in Africa with the UN. So, but the house has always been here, and This is now home to me for sure.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I appreciate Steve coming, Ryan as well for coming for sure. And kudos goes out also to John Nye, who was here earlier, helping us set up
Absolutely, John.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, helping us set up the studio.
Great guy.
Super good dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fun. Now, Ryan, is this the first time you visit this place?
It is, actually. I wasn't, you drive by, and I'm as guilty as anybody. You drive by and you see the signs change and stuff, but they just kind of melt into the background.
Sure.
But this facility is just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
now,
a great spot.
Both of you guys have been in the barn, I'm guessing, on the island?
I have.
I have not. No.
Okay, well, Steve will tell you it's like 10% the size of this of this place. Now that barn's still actually going. We have two studios, so
Really?
they're both hot to the tower, and we can have a lot of capabilities here in Loyalist Township. We're really lucky to have a radio station that has this many sites. But as you can tell, today's site is really about the musicians. It's showcasing musicians, and it's very comfortable in there. Like we had 5 guys,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, no, listen, it's amazing. Listen, if there's any musicians out there that are listening to this,
Absolutely.
and you are looking for a place,
Need to come here.
To come, no matter what you want to do. And I don't want to put too many words in Eric's mouth, but I believe it's not just live, but you can come in and record.
You can track
as well. Yeah. So listen, I mean, this is a go-to spot. So if you're local, if you can hear the sound of this, and you're a musician, and you want to try something for the first time, listen. I just jumped in both feet a year ago. Went into a studio. I had no idea what I was doing. So when I talked about my album being called Bar and a Half, that's because, man, I'm a living room writer, man, and I have no idea what a bar is, of music or whatever. And so, I've written these songs while, I've been wandering the globe over, 20 years, and they've just been living room songs. And then, post-pandemic, I said, if I put a little effort into this, what can happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. And listen, I understand. I'm not naive enough to think that there's such a thing as a 50-year-old breakout artist. But by the same token, I do believe in the music that I write. So
it feels good. It feels good to express it
and let's
creatively.
call it like it is.
Yeah.
In the world that we live in, if Donald Trump can be president, Steve
can be famous.
and if he can be president twice.
So, folks out there, I have no idea if that was a slag or a thing. So,
No, we love Steve to bits.
if you hang around a bunch of army guys and firefighters long enough, it's hard to tell the love from the hate. But if they're hating on you, generally the more they love you.
Now, one of the things I got a kick out of the whole session. There were some nuggets in there, but one of the things that you said was that these guys are not country music artists through and through. Ryan, tell me about your journey through music. Like what were you playing in your first bands and all that stuff?
So I've been playing music now I've been drumming for probably almost 30 years now, and so I cut my teeth, and I've spent a lot of time playing Sunday mornings in church. I always joke that I'm not a church mouse. I'm a church rat, because rats are a little more round than a mouse, and if you looked at me. So, just be real. But it's just one of those that, playing in churches and also with doing the weekend warrior thing with guys like Steve and playing literally, any. So there were a couple of songs we played today where I was using some brushes, and then doing everything from that to songs like in high school, rocking out to things like Foo Fighters, and there was a cover. I think Lenny Kravitz, did a cover of American Woman back in like 98 or 99, right. And I remember scooping that up with a few of my buddies. If they're listening,
did you grow up around here?
No, I grew up in Sydenham, so not
close.
far from here. So, but that was with Matt and Jared and Rob, and if they're listening, monster shout out to the fellas, but because it's been a few weeks to say the least. But just genuinely loving music, and it could have been something done by you love it when you're trying to remember a guy's name.
Well, that's when you know you're over 50 years old.
Well, here we go, fellas.
Because I'm 56 and I can't remember things. They just go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah. Well, we talk about, and it's funny because, as we've been practicing, people will say, well, listen, if you're truly professional, you don't need anything in front of you. You'll know all your songs. And I'm like, I know all the words to my song, but it's the chord progressions that I need something in front of me for to do that. Because again, very similar, start that Ryan had. I started out as a drummer and doing church stuff as well. And, that led me into music. And I didn't pick up...
Are you saying that drumming is not music?
Absolutely. No, it is.
But the songwriting. It led him into songwriting.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it led me into music. And then I didn't pick up a guitar till I was 30. And I was, because, of course, the drums do not make a solo instrument.
So, not a nice one anyway, that's for sure.
And it was over my bag limit, traveling to all these countries. So I decided to pick up the guitar. And then I actually it was in 2003. I was in Bosnia. And I had taken a guitar and a songbook with me, simple chords to learn. About 3-4 months into a 6-month tour, I had played all the songs I was going to be able to play in that songbook, and then started making stuff up. So that's what kind of led me into writing.
That's a good pastime, when you're deployed?
Absolutely.
When you're out there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be, for sure.
So yeah, and I mean, so many guys in the middle. I mean, there's so many folks in the military from the East Coast, the Maritimes, and I mean the Maritimes is just a music, mecca as well. So there must have been 20 guys probably playing guitars, around any time you go deployed. So,
and we'll call it like it is. If you ever get the opportunity to see Steve live, he has literally the most gorgeous guitar that I have ever seen. I've been very fortunate to see a lot of nice stuff, and I'm telling you, this thing is just a work of art.
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
Thanks, Ryan. So for those that are listening, it's a custom guitar made by a veteran. Me and James Malachuk is his name. We served together for about 15 years, and he got out of the military, started building guitars. I got out of the military, started writing songs, and we didn't actually know that for about 5 years. We just surreptitiously crossed paths and realized what each other was doing, and I clearly said, well, I clearly have to have one of your guitars.
Yeah.
So if anyone's interested, James Malachuk Acoustic Guitars is the website. He's got a little shop, and he's
out of what area?
He moved to Cushbequack, New Brunswick.
Whoa! Say that 5 times.
Exactly. Yes. So he's got a little luthier shop in the woods. I mean, I thought that I came from the woods in New Brunswick, from Plaster Rock. Cushbequack is definitely in the woods. Which provides him some great material. He does everything, local wood made. The guitar that he made for me is made from maple wood off of the property that I grew up on in New Brunswick, and was named. I told you a little story about influence of my grandmother on one of the songs. When I first started playing guitar, my grandmother would always have me in, and every time I came home, she'd be like, "Play me something, Steve, play me something." I ended up, my first public thing that I did was I played at her funeral. Great Speckled Bird was her.
That's a tribute. That must be hard. Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just out of pure love that I got through it for sure, because I knew I had to do it. So the guitar is named in her honor, Elvina. But man, that is an old school name.
Yes.
I don't know many Elvinas around.
That's a first.
But she was, I think, 13 or 14 of 15 children.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never.
I never knew all of her siblings. They were spread all over. And many of them, she was, of course, on the younger end.
Wow.
So a lot of her older siblings I would have never gotten the chance to meet. But just, a different time entirely.
100%.
Wow. That's a lot of kids.
All right, boys, it's amazing. I really appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out for sure. You've said a lot of nice things about Amherst Island Radio, so I need to give you $20 each just to make sure that we have our deal set, which is perfect. And for walking out music tonight, Ryan was dropping some names. He dropped Foo Fighters. He dropped Lenny Kravitz. So that's what we're playing right now. We're going to American Woman, Lenny Kravitz, right here